Today I'm going to talk about whether you should do fasted training or if you should have a pre-workout meal. Okay, a lot of people have been asking about whether you should do fasted training, especially cardio. That means you wake up in the morning, you haven't eaten in 8-10 hours since your meal the night before, so you're in a fasted state, and if you should go ahead and just train right away, especially cardio, or if you should have a pre-workout meal. And I'm going to tell you, the first answer is the definite answer to any question about fitness or diet or exercise, and that is, do what works for you in your experience. Try a couple different things, and whatever works for you is what you need to personally do. I don't care what a bro scientist said his experience is. I don't care what an academic scientist says that his experiments have shown. The fact of the matter is, what works personally for you best is what you should be doing. Now, for the people who have a little bit less experience and want to have a couple guidelines, I'm going to explain to you the different ways you can do fasted training and the different reasons why they may or may not work. Okay? First of all, fasted training, especially cardio, is supposed to be good for you to lose fat, because the idea is if you have a pre-workout meal, okay, you have, let's say, some carbohydrates, sugar, whatever, it goes right into your body, into your blood, and you have to burn that because that's readily available as fuel, and then after that you'll start to burn some of the body fat for fuel. And of course the idea is if you don't have anything in your system, any fuel that's readily available, you're going to have to start burning body fat right away. So that's the idea behind it, and that's the reason why fasted training, especially fasted cardio, may work well for people who have appearance-based goals. Okay, I don't care if you're a fitness guy or a bodybuilder or a bikini competitor or just a housewife who's trying to lose weight so she looks better for her husband. You know, if you have an appearance-based goal, you just want to lose weight, then fasted training may be an okay idea. Another thing about fasted training that's important to know is you are going to suffer with your performance. So what that basically means is, if you are going to do, let's say I want to burn a certain number of calories on some kind of cardio machine in the gym. If you train fasted without eating beforehand, you may not have the energy to go the speed that you usually walk or run on the treadmill. You may not be able to go at the incline you usually use on the treadmill. You might not be able to go on the step mill as fast as you usually can. So you may have to slow it down and burn calories at a slower rate, and that would mean it would take longer to burn the same amount of calories. But like I said, if you're not training for performance, you're training for appearance, that might be acceptable for you. I, however, always train for performance. Even if I want to look a certain way, what I'll do is, who looks like that? Then I'll go ahead and train like that person, eat just barely enough to sustain my training, and I'll end up looking like that person because I train to perform like that person. So that means that it is not acceptable for me to have any loss in performance when I exercise. Like me right now, for instance, I got done training about 20 minutes ago. I'm still dripping wet with sweat. Apparently I'm all red. I'm going to put out a picture on Instagram. You should follow me on Instagram at Anaerobics, because that's where I put like up to date what I'm eating, what diet I'm on, you know, what my training's like, what my appearance is like, you know, up to date. So what I'm going to put out today is a picture of me when I laid down after I got done with my burpee intervals. I was exhausted, okay? I pushed it 100%, completely, okay? I did the exact same workout 2 days ago. Today's Thursday, I did the same workout Tuesday. It was my anniversary, 1 year with my girlfriend, and what happened is I knew I was going to eat a lot on that day, so I bro scientifically, which was a mistake, decided I'm going to go ahead and not have my pre-workout meal because, quote, famous last words, all I'm doing is cardio anyway. Tuesday morning, I did my static holds. They were okay, my bridging, planking, handstand, L-sit. When I got to do my jump rope intervals, I was having like muscle burning in my shoulders, my upper back. You know, I was just kind of dying because I didn't have a pre-workout meal, okay? and my training suffered. I couldn't push it as hard because, like I said, today, for instance, it was basically my body was moving great. The only problem I was having was my heart and my lungs, my cardiovascular system, which is what jump roping is supposed to be for, your cardiovascular system. So I couldn't train to an optimal level. I couldn't train as hard as I did today, 2 days ago, because I didn't have the pre-workout meal. So what that basically means is I really lost a lot of performance. This morning, before I worked out, I had a blender shake. It was almond milk, banana, and some protein powder in a blender. I drank it down, and I went to the gym. So I had about 30 minutes before I did my workout, I already had some carbohydrates, and that was able to fuel my workout today. So today I was able to work harder. So what happened today? Well, let's see. I burnt more calories today than I did on Tuesday because I worked a lot harder. I put a lot more work in. I burnt a lot more calories total. Now, if on Tuesday I burnt more fat from the beginning, or a higher percentage of fat because I had no energy in my body, no carbohydrates in my body, that may be true. But today I burnt a lot more calories total. So even if I burnt a lower percentage of body fat than I did Tuesday, the fact of the matter is total calories was much greater. And because of that, the percent of calories were lower, but still the percent of calories I burnt from fat was more than I did on Tuesday.